connecting Central Texas. This is Good Morning Texas.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here today. I'm Joey Horta. All that thunder and lightning might have woken you up a little early today. A nice storm, though, hitting Central Texas overnight. Josh John's tracking the latest on that. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning, Joey. The good news is a lot of this has moved on out here, so that morning commute is improving. Still, it's slick roadways right now, Harker Heights, as you look at the Clark roofing cam there. The bulk of the rain has moved to the east. No longer are we seeing that heavy rain falling over McLennan and Bell County. In fact, turning dry over Waco and over Temple. I am watching some redevelopment back to the west, but the heaviest rain right now actually is in our eastern counties, back over towards Robertson, Leon, down into Brazos County. That's where we're seeing some of the heaviest rain at this time. And we're watching some more thunderstorms trying to develop back off to the west. So we'll have to watch those closely as they could drift into Coryell and into Bell County. But overall, I think these rain chances will be tapering off here as we go through the daytime. I'll leave them in place for the morning hours, but I think by afternoon, we're just looking at a couple of stray showers. Highs will get into the lower 80s as a result of the rainfall that is going to keep temperatures down a little bit. Now, this isn't the only rain chance I have on the way, too. More storm chances are firing up in the forecast. We'll get to that full 10-day coming up.
You know, that her accomplishments in life, we will never know what she could have accomplished.
21 lives cut short a year ago. 19 of them innocent little kids like 10-year-old Lexi Rubio, whose grandfather you just heard from. They're still trying to cope with an unimaginable loss, the ripple effect being felt all over the country. We have team coverage this morning, beginning with 25 News anchor Shardae Larae live in Temple, where a walk is getting underway today to honor the victims of Uvalde. Shardae.
Good morning, Joey. Yeah, it's not just any walk. It's a 21-mile trek from Temple to Salado today. Now, the number 21 is very significant because, again, those were the 21 lives lost when a gunman walked into Robb Elementary School in Uvalde and opened fire. Now, I had the honor of meeting the man behind a very meaningful mission and how he's pushing for change, one step at a time.
I don't train my body, I just train my heart.
A heart that is about to embark on quite the journey.
And I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and I'm gonna look at 21 photos that I have and I'm gonna walk 21 miles.
From Temple City Hall to Salado, Daniel Chapin will take a 21-mile, 7-hour trek to honor each and every life lost in Uvalde a year ago.
If I'm honest, I still feel that we have left so much undone for these families.
This time last year, Chapin walked 21 miles for 21 days. He then took it a step further and founded Uvalde Foundation for Kids. Today, 130 volunteers across our country work to raise funds for student scholarships and emergency aid in the event of school crises.
We roughly have about an 85-15% turnover right now. 85% goes to our programming, 15% is operational.
But the success of the foundation isn't what keeps him going.
And this is going to blow people away because so my full-time job is right here at Cracker Barrel. So I serve pancakes and flip burgers every day.
Before that, Chapin was a first responder, and he was there the day 13 lives were taken at Columbine High School.
Before I'm a foundation founder or any title you want to attach to it, I'm a dad first. And I think that as a dad, you don't have words. Because I have heard the pain in the voices.
We want justice! Louder! We want justice!
Now, Chapin tells me that the walk will start right here at Temple City Hall and it will end at 3C the church in Salado, 3C Fellowship. Now, everyone can come and join him just like they did last year, but I do want to note that they will be taken off here at 11:33, which is a significant time because that's when it said the gunman entered Robb Elementary School and opened fire. Now, in the wake of Uvalde, across the nation, several school districts talking about student mental health. And this morning we have our Andrew Lamparski with details on how Waco ISD is introducing a new program. Andrew?
Good morning, Shardae. It's a program Waco ISD is calling Character Strong. The district has already implemented it at 14 campuses across the district so far this year. It teaches students of all ages how they can understand their feelings and prioritize their mental health. Character Strong comes in response to major events like the COVID-19 pandemic and school shootings like Uvalde. Lessons are tailored to each grade level, taught in ways to help children understand.
Character Strong helps them to identify those feelings and also to identify some possible coping strategies. And part of what I'm seeing with this next generation that's coming up is their ability to talk about it. They are recognizing that things are not quite right, and they're able to verbalize that.
The district says this program has been successful this past school year and is coming to all campuses next fall. Tonight, we take you inside a Waco ISD elementary school classroom where this program is wrapping up its first year. Live in the newsroom, Andrew Lamparski, 25 News.
Andrew, thank you. And parents across the state still questioning the steps that school districts are taking now to protect students. 25 News anchor Lauren Adams sits down with superintendents here in Central Texas to see what they're doing to keep students safe.
Be careful! He might be in that building! Oh, shots fired! Get inside!
After Uvalde, parents like Ashley Stone are terrified.
As a parent, my safety concern is very high.
So we have Temple ISD Superintendent Dr. Bobby Ott makes sure his students and parents have a peace of mind when it comes to school safety.
I think it's the most important thing you can provide.
In Uvalde, it took 77 minutes for officers to enter the classroom where the gunman was. Since then, Dr. Ott has worked with Temple Police.
They have inside eyes, right, because they have access through our camera systems, and we've given them the passwords, set up accounts for them, and so forth. They have access to any single door. We've renumbered the entire facility to conform to their numbering system.
In Uvalde, the confusion stemmed from not knowing who was in charge. Dr. Ott tells me there is no question the Temple Police will be the lead agency. The Uvalde shooter got in through an open door. Dr. Ott now says every entry point is monitored with weekly exterior door audits.
If there's any malfunctions on any exterior doors, then those are, sent in a work order and replaced immediately. We want to make sure they're all functional. That's very, very important.
About 30 miles north at Waco ISD, Superintendent Susan Kincannon also takes safety seriously. Since Uvalde, she installed metal detectors at her middle and high schools.
And the students themselves were, I think, extremely appreciative of those new safety measures that we implemented mid-year.
She's also installing AI body scanners this fall that detect guns. New schools will have intruder-resistant film on glass. It was a troubled teen who opened fire in Uvalde. Kincannon tells me she's investing in her students' mental health, implementing a Character Strong program.
With the idea of helping our kids to manage their behaviors better.
Both Kincannon and Ott believe their schools are safe now, but they're always adapting.
We're not complacent about it. We're always looking at how we can improve.
That's perfectly fine with Ashley Stone.
I'd rather buy a clear backpack than a TikTok casket, and I mean it.
Lauren Adams reporting. Now the president is expected to speak today to mark the anniversary of the massacre. It's been almost a year since Congress passed the bipartisan Safer Communities Act, and the president signed it. The bill expands mental health services and gives states more support to promote safer school environments. The president pushing Congress to pass gun reform.
Guns is certainly an epidemic in this country. It's the #1 killer of our kids in America, and the president's going to continue to ask Congress to take more action.
The Gun Violence Archive says there have been more than 230 mass shootings in the U.S. so far this year. Nearly 17,000 people lost their lives since 2013. The recent mass shooting at an outlet mall in Allen took the lives of 8 people. Well, a former Killeen teacher is behind bars this morning. In about 5 minutes, what investigators say he did and when he's expected to face a judge. But first, the latest on that Amber Alert on your phone, what we're learning about the teenager police are looking for.
And some cloudy skies across central Texas. More rain chances are on the way. I'll walk you through that forecast coming up.